All right, more on this now. Nkosinathi Ngcobo, the head of the Department of KwaZulu-Natal Education Department, joins us now via video link as we look at the province's plans in accommodating those matric learners whose schools were damaged. Thank you so much for your time and good afternoon to you. So just give us a sense then on just how you are accommodating matriculants, especially in those schools in districts severely affected by weather. And as we've heard in that previous clip, especially in the northern parts of the province.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much to you and your listeners. We had a very good start, I must say, despite the weather, which was not so good in the morning. The rain has subsided for now, but earlier in the morning it was raining. As far as the schools that were hit by tornado in June, they have started very well too. Because after the tornado hit in Seatites and in Mtambala, in Mkhanyakude, we quickly, within about 2 or 3 weeks, we had already put on mobile classrooms equivalent to the classrooms that had been destroyed by the tornado. So the learners had to write, in those mobile classrooms.
So essentially what you are saying is that everybody then was accommodated in those schools that were hardest hit?
Yes, they've been learning in those mobile classrooms, even while preparing for the examination. It's the best we could do in the circumstances because fortunately at the time when the tornado hit, the schools were closed. And we then had to work hard during that time when schools were closed to ensure that when they reopened, the learners at least could be taught. And it happened, and therefore we're quite satisfied with the day's start in terms of exams.
Yeah, Mr. Ngcobo, when you look at the overall picture in the country, we understand, of course, over 882,000 candidates are registered to sit for these particular exams. 190,000 or more of them in KwaZulu-Natal alone. So talk to us then about, your plans and your readiness for these exams for the matric class of 2024.
It's true that as KwaZulu-Natal, we carry about 25% of the total number of the candidates sitting for the NSC exams this year, and even in years before. We're quite confident, given the support that we have given to our learners throughout the year, the dedication of our teachers who have been working very hard, even on weekends, even on holidays, trying to assist our learners. So the support that we've given our learners, that our teachers have given to our learners, makes us really believe that we are going to do well, even in this particular year. Last year we were at 86%. This year we are certain of one thing, and that is we will not regress. We will improve. By how much we have targeted to improve to 100%. But if we fail to get 100%, we have said the minimum should be 90% from the 86% that we got last year. But we're certain of one thing: we will improve from last year.
Yeah, so last year, of course, you occupied the second spot. But how feasible are your ambitions, given the fact that we know that, there's still critical shortage of educators around the country, especially with the budget cuts? What significant improvements then have you made to make sure that you do reach that spot of 100%?
I think it's true that with budget cuts, it becomes difficult to increase the number of teachers. But what we have done, at least we have maintained the same number of teachers that we had last year. We didn't decrease them. And on top of that, then we have worked harder on our academic improvement plan, which we devised to take us from the point where we are to the next target, which, like I said, is 90%. We are confident that with the programs that we've been running throughout the year, we will be able to improve. In fact, the term 1 results, term 2 have been showing that we're on an upward trajectory, where term 2 results were higher than term 1 results, and term 3 results, the trial, were higher than the term 2 results. So actually, we are confident that the upward trajectory is going to be maintained even in the final exams that they are writing now.
All right, Mr. Ngcobo, thank you so much for your time. Of course, that was the head of department of the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education, Nkosinathi Ngcobo. There, of course, 190,000 matriculants in KwaZulu-Natal sitting for the exam starting today. You understand, of course, that there are 32 marking centres with 7,614 markers, 1,517 senior markers, 300 deputy chief markers, and so the list continues. Of course, a lot of logistical works behind these matric exams.